Good morning. You may be seated. Thank you so much for joining us to recognize and celebrate the graduating class of 2022 from Mid-Michigan College. I'm President Tim Hood, and it is an honor to serve this college and the communities that we serve together with all of you. We are so grateful for your presence at these commencement exercises and so pleased to be having a traditional ceremony this year. Isn't it great to be back together for this monumental occasion for the first time in several years? We have many people to acknowledge for helping us through these past years. Certainly all of our educators, our healthcare workers, first responders, and other public servants. Let's give them all a round of applause. There are many others to recognize today, and I'm going to take about an hour to tell you some of their stories. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And you know what? It would take more than several hours to tell all of the stories. Could take several days. But what I have chosen to do, and since we are far too anxious to move forward with this monumental ceremony, I will, however, generalize some of those stories and begin by thanking some very important groups. Our headlines for today are all first and foremost about our students, our soon-to-be graduates, and to all of those who have brought them to this point. These graduates and many others who could not be with us today have worked diligently to earn the degrees and certificates that will be conferred shortly. They have given their best, overcome unprecedented challenges in many cases, and successfully completed rigorous programs of study in commendable fashion. Please join me in giving each of them all a well-deserved applause, a round of applause. And not to forget a very important group. Students, soon-to-be graduates, would you please face as many of those as you know in the audience, if you happen to know where they are. And to help you a little bit, would all family members, significant others, and friends of these great students please stand to be recognized and applauded. Thank you. All stories of those we've just acknowledged are important to mid-story as well. And speaking of great stories, among dignitaries joining us today is our State Speaker of the House, Jason Wentworth. Speaker Wentworth, would you please stand and be recognized? It is an incredible honor to have Speaker Wentworth as our commencement speaker, and you will be hearing more about him and his story soon. Whatever your roles have been in bringing these students to the completion of this journey, we are all extremely grateful. Although our soon-to-be graduates are crossing the finish line of a very significant journey today, it is not their first nor their last journey in life. Having listened carefully to details of their journeys in coming to and learning at Mid, I can assure you that their stories are incredible, inspiring, and powerful. Therefore, in recent days, I have altered my remarks for this occasion, removing a number of quotes and stories of historical scholars, philosophers, and leaders in order to make time to include some generalizations of the stories of Mid that have moved us so much in recent weeks and months. In reverse chronological order, yesterday afternoon at our nursing pinning ceremony, we heard students' stories of confronting great adversity while growing from collegial teamwork and perseverance that paved the way for their personal triumphs. Earlier that same day, I was so pleased to attend what has now become known as a turnaround luncheon for Claire Gladwin High School students, some of whom are dual enrollment students with MID. They were being honored for their life-changing stories of transformation toward much higher levels of success as learners. Many of them will now be coming to MID, thanks in great part to scholarships provided by generous donors. Some of our graduates today received those same and similar awards in the past, as they benefited greatly from all of our wonderful educational partners who serve in our regional K-12 school districts. Let's give all of them a hand as well. The night before last, we held MID's Honors Convocation ceremony. At that event, we heard even more heartwarming stories of student success, as many of our students being honored were presented with awards by inspirational MID faculty members. During the same event, I shared stories of some of our students who I encountered over the past several weeks as they were proudly posing for photographs with loved ones and friends, dressed in their caps and gowns in front of signs at MID campus entrances. Each time I saw this, and some of you remember those moments with me, I enjoyed taking time to talk with them, thanking them for choosing MID, and being quite moved by their pride in our college and their success stories. The week before last, a number of our dedicated faculty and staff helped bring back our student showcase events. At both the Harrison and Mount Pleasant campuses, students presented their stories of work and projects that were all outstanding examples of what they had learned at MID and how they had grown from it. Thanks to all students who participated, many of them graduating here today. Also thanks to faculty member Dr. Lucia Eldon for documenting and sharing these stories campus-wide, something we will continue to do more often with Stories of MID. During the last week of April, my wife Valerie and I, along with a good number of our colleagues from MID, attended a TRIO program banquet to honor those students. TRIO is one of our tremendous student support programs. Once again, the stories of incredible students being honored that evening and of their amazing staff members who served them were nothing less than extraordinary. And like so many of the stories that we love at MID, many of them exemplified success against all odds. Last month, a number of MID trustees, my executive administrative assistant, Amy Lentz, and I toured campus facilities and were amazed at the stories of students in our programs, along with their appreciation and respect for those who have taught them. More of their stories will soon be available to all as well. Throughout my first 22 months at MID, I've attended a number of Phi Theta Kappa events. PTK is our Collegiate Honor Society chapter. Most recently, I was pleased to join a PTK meeting in which many of our honors students and their advisors received state awards for their service and related stories. Prior to that, I traveled to Lansing to join MID's PTK advisor, Tammy Alvaro, and two of our top students, both of whom were honored at the state event with multiple awards and scholarships, one of whom went on to be honored with recognition last week at the National PTK Convention in New York City. Yes, I did quite intentionally choose to share these stories of MID with you today instead of stories from those that you do not know as well. Stories of our students and of those who provide resources to help us continue to grow the legacies of Mid-Michigan College. I will, however, in closing, leave you with one quotation from John Maxwell, quote, "Change is inevitable while growth is optional," close quote. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to affirm that these students and all who have served them during their time at MID have chosen to grow. And I'm quite certain that they and we will continue to grow. You will see MID serving more students in more ways, more pathways to careers, and more partnerships with other educators, our communities, and our business and industrial partners. My challenge to our graduates and to all here today is to keep building your stories of life, to stay connected with MID, to get engaged with our Alumni Association if you haven't already, and to help us continue building upon the legacy of MID as your college for life. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Terry Petrangeli, and I'm the chair of the Board of Trustees here at Mid-Michigan College. I cannot tell you what a pleasure it is to be here with you today. Today is truly the favorite day for the trustees of all the whole year. Usually we're immersed in discussions, presentations, decisions about all of you. Well, today we get to share with you all of your accomplishments, and it's an honor to do so. I'd like to introduce my fellow board members to you. We have Dr. Mike Jankowiak, Vice Chair. Tom Metzger is our treasurer, but he could not be here today. Richard Allen is our secretary. I think he's back there. George Gilmore, trustee. Jane Stroyeski, trustee, as well as Onita Oles, trustee. I also have the distinct pleasure today to introduce our special guest, Speaker Jason Wentworth. Speaker Wentworth is a native to the Mid-Michigan region. He graduated from Farwell High School in 2001. His educational background includes earning a bachelor's degree in public safety from St. Petersburg College in Florida, and then his master's degree in leadership from Central Michigan University. Speaker Wentworth is also a veteran of the United States Army. During his time in the Army, he spent 5 years as a military police officer and completed a tour in South Korea. Speaker Wentworth has been very supportive of student veteran programs here at MID. You know, it feels appropriate at this moment to recognize our veterans and service members attending this event today. So if you are a veteran or a current service member, would you please stand for a moment of recognition? That would be graduates and guests, if you don't mind standing. We thank you for your service. And now, back to Speaker Wentworth. Prior to being elected, Speaker Wentworth served as the East Central Michigan Regional Coordinator for the Michigan Veterans Affairs Agency. In November of 2016, he was elected to the Michigan House to represent the 97th District. And that includes Clare County, Gladwin County, Aranac County, and parts of Osceola County. Then, during his third term as legislator, Representative Wentworth was chosen by his peers to represent Michigan as Speaker of the House. Speaker Wentworth, his wife, and 3 daughters live here in Farwell. He has been a valued member of the Mid family and has helped secure millions of dollars in funding for Mid-Michigan College. He is a wonderful example of success from our very own Mid-Michigan area. And so without further ado, I'd like to introduce our very own speaker in the house today, Jason Wentworth.
Thank you all. I appreciate that intro and that welcome. Good morning. It's a beautiful Michigan morning, isn't it? I'm sure you guys want to get out of here and celebrate with your families as well, so I will also keep my remarks brief, in part because I actually rehearsed these remarks earlier this morning with 2 of my daughters, 11 and 8, and when I got finished, I said, "How did I do?" "You did good." My youngest daughter says, "My favorite part was the end." So I hope that's not your favorite part, but if it is, I apologize ahead of time. As you all know, Mid-Michigan College is a significant part of our community, and the students who come out of this program have played a major role in the incredible growth we've seen in recent years. I'm honored and glad to be a part of today's events and see this new class head out into the world and begin their next chapter of their lives. And thank you to the graduates who are willing to learn new things, pick up new skills, and grow into new lives and careers. Your willingness to take a chance on yourself and study at Mid has already paid off, and that's before you take the next step and do great things with the skills you've learned here. You've worked hard to get to this point, and now you're on the edge of something great. You should all be looking forward to the next steps in front of you. You should all be excited, and you should be very proud of these accomplishments. For some of you, those next steps means beginning your career. For others, it means finishing a goal and advancing your careers to the next step. Either way, you should all be very proud. You should be proud of the work you've put in, the things you've accomplished, and what you've learned here at Mid. And like all important life milestones, the time you spent here will change your life. It will start you on that new path. It will open up to new people and new ideas, and it has already given you the tools you'll need to do the great things you want to do in your lives. The classes and instructors at Mid-Michigan College have given you the skills you simply can't find anywhere else. A direct path to a career and an opportunity to prepare yourselves for a lifetime of making a difference. I knew my entire life I wanted to do something in the world of criminal justice or public safety. I knew that was going to be my path, but I didn't know exactly where to go or what to do. I enrolled in a criminal justice dual enrollment program here at Mid while I was in high school to give myself a head start on that career in the direction I thought I wanted to go. But it did much more than that. It is through that opportunity that I discovered I wanted to work in law enforcement, and Mid's program showed me what a life in law enforcement could look like, and it proved to me that I had what it took to make it there. I used that experience to join the military police and the Army. I knew what I wanted to do and where I wanted to end up, and Mid-Michigan's targeted training locked that in for me, and they had a good recruiter. Later, my time in the Army and my transition out of the Army made me aware of how many of our state's veterans weren't getting the help they needed or the services they were promised. So I went to work with our state's Veterans Affairs Department to make it right. That experience led me to run for office to help our veterans, and where I am now working once again on criminal justice issues. All of that has been made possible because of the experience Mid gave me so that I had confidence to walk down this path. I'd never been involved in politics prior, and I had no real idea of what life as a state representative would look like. But I knew it was what I wanted to do, doing whatever I could to solve that problem and others I saw in our area. It was definitely a risk, and there is not much as scary as jumping into the unknown in such a public way. Plus, it was not an ideal time to give up everything and essentially start over. But I really felt like it was the right thing for me to do. Fortunately, I was able to use the real-world skills I'd learned and the experience I gained to make it work and find a way to succeed. If you're here today, sitting in these chairs right here, you put in the work. and you took the chance to learn new skills like that will open up doors for you. And that's not a unique situation nowadays. All over the country, people are having the same realization. I hear similar stories when I hear people talk about the opportunities available here at Mid. The days of 40 years at an office job and a retirement party are largely over in this economy. That's been difficult for a lot of people to understand, but it presents opportunities for people like you who can learn new skills, meet the in-demand needs of local businesses, and find that right fit for you. Many of you here today experienced mid-career changes, and that's what brought you to this program. Other people haven't experienced that yet for themselves, but you know you will at some point, and that's why you're here, working on skills you can use to find better opportunities and better fits for where you are in life. That's part of the reason why I think this place is so special and why it is such an important part of our community. Coming here and investing in yourself doesn't just deliver a direct path to a career. It helps you create a stronger local economy for us, stronger communities, and a stronger future for all of our families. And I know just a few years from now, we're all going to look back and be amazed to see what you're doing, how you've grown professionally, and how big of an impact you've had on the world around you. That's the opportunity you've given yourself with your work and your dedication here. Now, the fun begins. You get to take the next step and begin a career that fits your needs. The next opportunity lets you put those skills into action. This is an exciting time to change careers or begin a new journey in the workforce. After a couple years of shutdowns and closure, the economy is rebounding, and opportunities are available all around us. We just need people with the right skills to match those opportunities. And here at Mid, you didn't just pick up those tangible skills in communications and business and healthcare that fit all sorts of different careers. You also learned important life skills like how to balance going to school and working at the same time. That will pay off for years as your families grow and you become more and more involved in your community. I saw it firsthand myself. I didn't just learn criminal justice in that dual enrollment program here at Mid. I learned how to balance 2 different education programs while also learning leadership skills and teamwork strategies that would help me accomplish things the rest of my life. Everyone has goals and aspirations. We all have an idea of where our lives will go, but we're all usually very wrong about that. Believe me, my coworkers in the state legislature right now are doctors and apple farmers, they're excavators, grocery store clerks, and I can tell you, none of us ever thought we would be working at the state capitol. But there was an opportunity and a path to get there. We all decided to take it. We all grow up thinking that that path is straight. You get a degree to get a job, you learn a skilled trade to get a job, or you join the military, get a job. You get that job, you buy a house, you retire someday, maybe move to Florida, learn to golf. But that path from here to there is never as straight as we think. Even when we succeed, even when we're happy, things change. And new hopes and dreams will come. We can make those dreams a reality and do great and surprising things as long as we seize the initiative and make it happen. You are all here today because you've done just that. You put in the work to get to this point, develop those skills, and walk that direct path to success. I'm excited to see you do it. Be proud of what you've accomplished getting here. Celebrate it, but you should be even prouder of the open mind and the initiative you showed to get to this point. Not everyone takes this kind of chance and invests in themselves the way you have. That kind of belief and work ethic will help you find success no matter what changes come your way and no matter where life takes you. You all have so much in front of you. There's no limit to where you'll go and what kind of exciting things you can do, but no matter what's next for you, the work you've put in here at Mid will help you make it a reality. But don't worry, if your circumstances change and all of a sudden you have a second story to tell and new accomplishments to write. That's how it should be, and that's exactly what the degrees you're receiving today have prepared you for. And in closing, I just want to leave you with 2 final thoughts. First, live in the moment, remember to let go. Enjoy the ride, because the ride, I guarantee you, will take you to some remarkable and unexpected places. Second, this is my favorite, Make sure you have a life outside of work, because you cannot be your best at work if it's all you have. It does not matter how big your house is or how much money you have. What matters most are the people standing beside you. Enjoy this day, and congratulations, class of 2022. You earned it.
Oh, thank you, Speaker Wentworth. Thank you so much for joining us today. Okay, and now we move to another important moment in our program. We will be conferring your degrees. So graduates, if you would please stand. Okay, ready? We'll do this together. This is a two-step process. First, I will present your conferment. Upon recommendation of the faculty, by authority of the Board of Trustees of Mid-Michigan College, you are hereby granted appropriate degrees and certificates. I welcome you to all the rights, privileges, honors, and obligations appertaining thereto. And now, step 2, move your tassel from the right to your left. And now it's official. Congratulations. And graduates, you may now sit back down, relax. For the next portion of our program, we would like to honor each of you individually. And so several Mid-Michigan College faculty members will present the graduating class of 2022 in the order noted in your commencement programs. The names of students from our health programs will be read by Dr. Amanda Wismer, Janice Noteboom, Luann Goodwin, Ashley Kucher, Brooklyn Snagaki, and Jennifer Schwartz. The names of those who have earned the Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, and Associate of Applied Science degrees, as well as our certificate recipients, will be read by Rob Bajeski and Diane Miller. Our faculty marshals, Lucia Eldon and Rodney Elmore, will be there to assist. As our graduates cross the stage, you'll notice that some of them wear gold cords. This is a designation for honors or high honors. Some wear gold stoles. This indicates membership in Phi Theta Kappa. Students wearing silver cords have received special recognition for their work in an academic department or program. And students with red, white, and blue cords represent our graduating veterans. In addition to their diploma, each veteran will receive a veteran coin with a special mid insignia from Trustee Allen. And now, if we're ready, I call Diane Miller forward to begin reading the names.
Thank you for attending, and as soon as we have our graduates here, we will present you the graduates receiving an Associate of Applied Sciences degree.
Michigan College alums, we cannot wait to hear about all of your success stories in the future. And now, honored guests, parents, relatives, and friends, I present to you the 2022 graduates of Mid-Michigan College. Congratulations to all of you.
Jessica Monique Hare.
Kim L. Keeley.
Connie Marie DeLong.
Sarah E. Lader.
Faith A. Clark.
Anna M. Bingham.
Valerian O. Famoy.
Jessica V. Blake.
Caitlin M. Duesbout.
Adam J. Barber.
Vincent M. Aldrich.
Carl J. Worth Jr.
Jade A. Stieg.
Walter N. Worthing.
Trent C. Miser.
Jacob A. Metcalf.
Kyle D. Marshall.
Lida K. Skazwalk.
Danelle Marie Pash.
Megan L. Husion.
James W. Mock, Jr.
Andre L. McClanahan, Jr.
The following students have earned an associate degree, Applied Science, Magnetic Resonance Imaging. Ashley Beaudry, Diana Hamka, Ashley Tallis.
The following students will receive an associate in applied science with a physical therapist assistant concentration. Madison Brandt. Shania Chambers. Max Gorsica. Sarah Paisley. Trent Rogers. Taylor Mogg. Morgan Vance.
The following students have earned an associate degree, Applied Science, Radiography. Caleb Brinks. Cassandra J. Crandall. Callie P. Glasgow Laterno. Miranda Grulke. Jessica A. Smith. Melissa A. Simmons. Christine M. Stevens. these are still the radiography graduates. Michaela A. Sutton. Courtney A. Vizina. Anna N. Woodworth.
The Associate in Applied Science degree, Small Business Management and Entrepreneurship, Brendan M. Armstrong.
Associate in Applied Science degree, Software Development, Alexander P. Larson.
Following students have received the Associate in Arts degree, Business Studies, Michigan Transfer. Brenna L. Calhoun.
Ryan M. Chamberlain.
Emma I. Doyle.
David R. Germain.
Teresa K. Ladley.
Michaela D. Hosner.
Christian M. Manchester.
Francis E. Mena.
Timothy D. Stewart.
Miranda M. Young.
Following students have earned the Criminal Justice Transfer degree. Aaliyah M. Elby.
The following student has earned a degree in magnetic resonance imaging, Ilona Kola.
And here we have an Associate in Arts degree, Criminal Justice Transfer, Hannah M. Rill.
The Associate in Arts degree, Early Childhood Development Transfer, Allison N. Hopp.
Enhanced Business Studies Transfer, Enrique Andrade.
Skylar M. Myers.
Chad M. Thrush.
Grace Allardyce.
Liberal Studies Transfer, Kennedy G. Catron.
Justin C. Kreger.
Alyssa I. Davis.
Emily K. Garrett.
Ashlyn R. Guild.
April D. Harnack.
Allison N. Polhamus.
Rebecca E. Scheich.
Vanessa Y. Sutton.
Ellie J. Tyson.
April E. Watkins.
Hallie A. Weaver.
Austin Webb.
The following students have earned their associate in nursing degree. We have Brandy N. Butler.
Jasmine R. Cutlet.
Jawahar Davis.
Mark R. Fassett.
Benjamin O. Fryer.
Brendan G. Hamilton.
Taylor R. Hanna.
Gina S. Jackson.
Kennedy K. Jazuski.
Rebecca Marv.
Taylor M. Muma.
Christina M. Patterson.
Deanna M. Patterson.
Amber N. Potasic.
Jenna L. Shelp.
Jordan N. Smith.
Kimberly A. Summers.
Kaylin Sprague.
Tiffany A. Willett.
Receiving 2 degrees, Health Science Transfer and Liberal Studies Transfer, Lynn M. Cecil.
Keegan R. Jensen.
Receiving Math and Science Transfer, Jesselyn A. Justice.
Rebecca M. Veenstra.
The following students have earned a certificate in pharmacy technician. Ashley M. Ebnett. Chastity M. Mandaman. Taylor L. Price Ham.
Certificate in Automotive and Diesel Service, Zachariah S. Tolles.
Receiving 2 training credentials, refrigeration and air conditioning and facilities heating and electricity specialist, Marquise D. Tate.
Receiving a training credential in medical assistant, Lynn A. Church. Carol L. Hill.
Receiving a training credential in welding technology, Ashton M. LaBerge.
I present to you again, formally and officially this time, the graduating class of 2022 for Mid-Michigan College. We could not be more proud of you, and we could not be more proud of our faculty, our staff, our supporters, our board of trustees, our foundation board, so many who make all of this work possible. Guests, may we ask you to honor our graduates by remaining seated until all of the graduates have left the room. After the graduates have exited, we cordially invite you to celebrate with us by attending a reception in the cafeteria. Thank you, and it has been an honor to recognize these graduates today.